Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the difference between mindful, Full, and being mindful. I heard this analogy one time of like these two words can mean totally different things, and it's really important to distinguish what's going on in your mind. So mindful, Full, would be like thoughts are just going and it's chaotic and I can't organize, I can't keep track, but it's busy, right? Where mindful, Full, is going to be I'm really intentional. It doesn't mean we're not busy, but we can compartmentalize a little bit more. And we are strategically breathing, grounding, being present in the moment. And that is a skill and a muscle that we all can build and work on. And we're, in a season of life where our kids are like looking to us for how we're handling stress and things like that. So if we can use these tricks to be more mindful and be really intentional with our time and our energy, then that's going to trickle into our kids. And it's definitely a busy season for our kids, whether it's state testing, whether it's sports, springtime coming up. There's a lot of stress with friends, family, peers, and just recognizing that stress. So we want to give you a couple tools that you can use for yourself, but also for some of our kiddos, using some of these grounding, breathing exercises. They really could help benefit the stress level and help them to be more mindful in the word choice that they're using, their actions, their behaviors, things like that. So Dr. Alex, can you lead us through some like grounding exercises, maybe some breathing exercises?
Yeah. So grounding, right? It's this thing that's become a trend now, even though nature is been with us forever, but as simple as just walking outside in barefoot, just being with the earth. For young kids, even for you guys, you can pretend that you're a tree, right? And you're standing on the earth, you have roots coming out of your feet, just locking you in, grounding you, right? And with that, you start to feel more of a steadiness and ease within you. So that's one. As for breathing, there are so many. It can be as simple as just pausing and taking a breath before you respond or react to something, and just teaching your kids to do that. Or you can actually do exercises, which box breathing is one. You can do for a count of 4, inhaling for a count of 4, holding for 4, exhale for count of 4, and then holding that exhale for 4, and then repeating that.
There's also the lion's breath. They have tons of YouTube videos and kids love this. It's like, oh, you get to be a lion, and you're like, it's like expelling so much energy. So those are always fun to look up and just introduce into your family is like how to breathe.
Yeah. Other things too, just with the high stress, it is encouraged to talk to your kids about their feelings and their emotions. If they can express how they're feeling, then it's not really going to start to get trapped in their physical body. And they can release some of that. So talk about their feelings and emotions with them, acknowledge them, ask them why they're feeling that way. And then in the same time, maybe ask about some of the good things that happened that day and what they're grateful for, not to necessarily put down some of those negative emotions that they're feeling, but just reminding them that it's okay to feel sad or anxious, but also grateful and feel joy at the same time. And then, yeah, last but not least, I know all of your kids are getting adjusted, and that is huge, just to bring our nervous system back into a place of ease so that they can start to organize their stress that's all around them and just really handle some of these things.
Yeah. And I think you know your kids better than anyone. So if they do have something high stress coming up, or whether something comes up with friends and family, like, you know, recognizing the signs of like, oh, they're spiraling. They might be having more outbursts because they're having XYZ stress in their life. And if you know that the stressor is coming, obviously that's a little easier to prepare your family, prepare them for it. But there's a lot of stressors that we can't prepare for as well. And if we can just recognize that and recognize that they're feeling these ways, they're just looking for a way to express it and not wronging them for how they're expressing it, but more just use it as a teaching and learning moment of, hey, it's okay that you're feeling this. Like she said, talk about feelings, but also then give them the tools of grounding, breathing, expressing it maybe different ways so that outbursts are less and less. So good luck to all our kiddos taking state testing and doing those spring sports and hopefully finding the good in all of them.